there's dozens of rules that will never, ever, ever come back. What's the world that you see in the next 5 to 10 years?
I mean, we now see, like, for instance, this open source model being quite competitive, which
Yep.
has very big implications about any economic predictions, right? Because
Yep.
if only closed AI can win, then will look very different than if open source AI can be on par and so on.
Just define maybe the
Yeah. So
difference.
like closed AI is it's OpenAI, Anthropic.
Yep.
Open source AI is this idea that I can like outright own the model. Like someone for whatever economic reasons creates a model that I can then fully download and host on the infrastructure of my choosing.
Yep.
And it has big implications because if you think about every time we're saying we rely on AI, we like mostly large language models. And so if you think of it like your revenue, right, some fraction of this is starting to grow. That is basically, costs to OpenAI or Anthropic or whatever model you're calling.
Yep.
And then you kind of layer something on top, which is your, refined service. And then that's hopefully allows you to make a profit overall and have a
Yep.
business. If you can replace that cost with like an open source model, that means you pay less rent to the centralized entity.
Yep.
And that can actually have very big implication for the overall market structure because it can mean that the overall market structure becomes much more competitive. And generally, one thing we know from capitalism is that once all the competitive markets erode and everything becomes like a monopoly or oligopoly, it really makes it hard for startups to grow. It makes it hard for innovation to spread,
Yep.
for small businesses to start up and so on.